I'm James Morton and I've just finished recording my major 251's Series 1. This is an introduction to a major 251 chord progression. This is an introduction to the foundation of improvisation over jazz chord sequences. This is stage 1. So this series is really for beginners, people looking to start to learn about chord sequences and start to improvise over these chord sequences. This is definitely the series for you if you are starting to learn how to improvise over jazz standards and learning jazz songs and starting to get into improvising in jazz music. So this chord sequence is found, this 251 is found in pretty much every jazz standard. I mean, it pops up all over the place. So it's a real staple, it's a real food staple for jazz music. So this is a major 251 in the key of G for alto key, so concert B flat, but for us alto players it's in the key of G. There is a great backing track that accompanies this series. We use this backing track interactively. So to begin with, you get the sound of what the chord sequence sounds like and how it feels, and then we start to play our arpeggios and scales over the chords in the right place, and then right at the end we start to improvise and start getting a feel for being creative over this chord sequence using the backing track, which is a really fun way to learn. If you want to know more about my saxophone setup, the saxophone itself, the mouthpiece, the reeds, the ligature, and all the other bits of kit, you can go to my tone and gear section where I talk in detail and I'll talk you through about my setup. This series 1 of a major 251 in G is definitely the foundation level series. I give you the basic tools, the basic scales and arpeggios and understanding of the chords. We have to know this before we move on to more in-depth improvisation, which will be coming up in series 2 and in series 3. I've had a lot of fun recording this series and I think it's going to be a fun series to learn from. Before we move on to some more creative improvisation stuff, we need to know these basic technical scales and arpeggios. Hopefully I've managed to present these things in a way that is really fun, the funnest way of learning. There is a backing track there you can play with. We do look at improvisation. We need to know these things before we move on to some more fun, more creative things in series 2. I've enjoyed recording this series. There's lots more to come. Check out the backing track, it's a really groovy backing track, and I hope to see you very soon. I'm James Morton. This is promusictutor.com. If you want to learn how to play like the pros, then learn from the pros.